All you ever wanna do is play. So let's play.
Yeah. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke,
yeah, well, we can hold the peace or we can wage war, but I'm gonna get what I came for. Real gang, that's a crew name. We all graduated to the two-door. Sega Global, that's an infrastructure. All y'all niggas like the Titanic. I'm the iceberg, talking no Zucker on the front lines, but we don't panic. Shit getting messy, got nothing to rest, and I'm tired of niggas. They front they blessings, they want my suggestion, but don't want the fee. I'm just doing me, I don't answer their questions. All this flexing, got no one to see. All this aggression, I just want some peace. Not even sure that I like it in heaven. I guess when we get there, then we gon' see. I do not understand, I do not get what you do. You only got one life, but you act like you got two. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with kings, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
Hey, y'all some jokers, y'all a bunch of clowns. You will not get a laugh out of me. You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transferred to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a rented crown.
You are the king and apology.
You about to see a new side of me. I hope you know. We stand up and watch our enemy go. Empire fall, my legacy grows. I might just hop on this melody flow. All this vision, no clarity though. Y'all play a game that I bear in my soul. Ebony ivory, nobody knows. Business vasectomy, nothing can grow. Everyone promises more than they actually do. We don't deliver on anything other than truth. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with kings, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. You really have people fooled out here, don't you? When are you peasants gonna learn that you can't pretend to be a king? It ends today.
I arrive in America's airport with clothing, US dollars, and a jar of gypsy tears to protect me from AIDS.
It's been a while since I dropped this shit. Swole fam, y'all better run this up. KD, let's go. Yeah. Aye, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gang, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gang, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gang, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, yeah. You know we don't play gang. I'm blessed, I never said I didn't struggle. I finesse, I never said I didn't hustle. These niggas talk so loud, the way I move is subtle. I'm the ocean, but these niggas just a part of. I swear I'm delusional. These niggas they using me. They want my energy. Ain't nothing new. This is usual. These figures confusing me. What's gotten into me? They say I'm using their cubicles. Clipping KD like some cuticles. None of this shit is excusable. Don't need a muse when I'm musical. Ay, whoa, I'm tired of saying for truth when nobody's doing it. Yeah. They're controlling the youth. Agenda of fusing them, nigga. We losing them. Matter of fact, we just abusing them. That's a fact. We try to roll with a ballad act. Fucking low key with a Tesseract. They throwing smoke when they got that. Get the fuck up out your little bubble. They wanna ask how much it costs, I said it double. Gorilla beer, these niggas only rockin' stubble. The realest nigga make these bitches start to stumble. Aye, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't like guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't like guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't like guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't like guys.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testicles. Ooh, welcome everyone to episode 19 hundo and 64 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and yo hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swoleo, back with another episode. Today's episode of the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2 Flexin' on all you
Stop fucking pedaling a wine mixer.
All right, what's going on, fam? Welcome to the Mancast, the Beastcast. Make sure you smash that like button. And of course, check the show notes down below for links to swolenormousx.com, downloading your copy of the 7 Pillars, all that good stuff. If it's your first time, drop some cherries in the comments down below. Welcome to the Insanity, and all those links, you can check them out. That way you're up to speed, because we want you to be up to speed, and I also want to be in focus. I think we can get me a little bit more sharp. There we go. Got to have the beard in full HD perfection. Hopefully some of you got Papa Swoleo on the 65-incher. It is Tainty Tuesday. Don't be a beesh, don't be a boosh, or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch. Now, if you don't know what a Tainty Magooch is, and yes, we'll bust that nut in just a second. If you don't know what a Tainty Magooch is, let's educate some people, shall we? Let's educate some people in the comments. So if you've been here for a hot minute and you know what a Tainty Magooch is, why don't you drop that in the comments down below? What does a Tainty Magooch mean to you, and why do you not want to be one? That being said, let's get into today's Mancast. Are you ready to bust this nut open, fam? Are you ready? Are you ready? What's up, Caden? What's up, James? Nick Brandor? Nice. Green Trolley, Sit and Spin. John, Matthew, how we doing? Jennifer, Dustin, Peaceful Bandit, Anna, Dora. We got everyone here. Cerny, everyone's showing up. Everyone's coming in. If you smashed today already, what'd you smash? Or if you didn't, what are you going to smash? Drop that in the comments below. Let's bust this nut and get into today's epic episode, shall we? Let's summon the Falcon. 1 second, fam. Gotta clear my throat. Falcon. Yes. Yes. Put some respect on it, Falcon. Yes, please.
US and A. Greatest country in the world.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big
All right,
deal.
Leo, cheers. Yes, I know. We all know you're a raging alcoholic, Leo. We are all well aware. That's why Rose didn't give you a second chance to get up on that fucking door. She wanted to drop you and steal that, keep that fucking diamond for herself. Am I right? Am I right? Fucking beaches. Beaches. Whether it's 1912, 2012, doesn't matter what year it is. Goddamn beaches. Goddamn beaches.
What is the best move
How
to
could you?
silence a woman?
How could you, Rose? All right, fam, we got a Tainty Magooch card. It is a beautiful one. Nicely done, Falcon. Nicely done, I know. Hashtag Tainty Magooch for a chance to win today's Swole card, Tessie. Looking a little rough around the edges, but it is what it is. Shall we get into today's episode, fam? I think we shall. Let's moisturize. Let's get into that tip, shall we? Everyone, get that saliva going, and we're ready. Babe, just an inch, just an inch. It's cold outside. All right, fam. For those of you, got an announcement first to get into today's episode. For those of you that are Swole fam members, I am stoked to make a couple announcements. But we have to do this first. We talked about it yesterday in the accountability meeting. Yesterday's episode 1963 is available in Swole TV if you didn't catch it live yesterday. But we have a brand new membership, and that's now available for members. It will be available to the public very, very soon. However, for Swole fam members, you have a special upgrade offer. Just log into your library in your home screen and you'll see that nice little thumbnail right there at the top of your product list, your special upgrade offer. Now, we are just launching this in order to get more people into the awesome unlimited content that maybe can't access unlimited for whatever reason, just because we have a lot of people that have continuously asked about getting into some of these classes, and we have some sample classes floating around. But the Swole Fam Premium membership will now give you access to the brand new Swole Studio, which is going to have our featured classes of the week that are going to rotate every single week. So this is an amazing upgrade offer for those of you that are current Swole fam members. And of course, if you're not yet a member, this will be a great way to join the fam. And of course, you can always upgrade to unlimited later. And it's an excellent, excellent, excellent offer, especially for the upgrade. So we're allowing you to get a special grandfathered offer, but you have to go and check inside. You save like 33%. So it's pretty epic. It's going to launch for $14.99 right now. If you are a Swole fam member, you can upgrade for just $9.99. And then, of course, your previous membership will be rescinded and you will have access to this indefinitely as long as you keep it for that price. So it's an amazing offer for those of you that are interested in upgrading Swole fam members. So you get access to the entire, everything that the Swole fam has access to, plus the premium membership will allow you to get into the Swole Studio. So right now we have a brain gains. We have a 5-minute brain gain session. We have a workout, we have a Swollen 7, and we have a yoga class, and we're going to be rotating those classes out every single week. And of course, unlimited members, you have access to the Swole Studio, so make sure you jump on those classes and try them out, and it allows everyone to do the featured classes together. So it's absolutely excellent for those of you that are interested in upgrading if you are a Swole fam member. So you get access to the Swole Studio, and you get access to the entire masterclass archive, which is phenomenal. So make sure you go and check that out in your library. You don't have to be a Tainty Magooch anymore. You can join in. So we got a couple other announcements. We also have a couple clips available on the channels. We have a Diets Don't Work clip on the Swolenormous channel. I love these thumbnails, Willy Wonka. Tell me about your dreams, not your diet. Remember that post? Remember that post the other day?
That's fucking bullshit.
I want to talk about your passions. Tell me about your dreams. Don't tell me about your diet, from an actual fucking dietitian. The chick was a dietitian. She doesn't want to talk to you about your diet. Interesting. And right here on the Daily Swole channel, fat loss versus weight loss. What's the difference? Well, you want to lose fat. You don't just want to lose weight. You want to build muscle. You want to get rid of that extra body fat. It's body composition. And a brand new release for unlimited members. We have a brand new section inside the workout archive. Not only do you have hundreds of workouts inside the workout archive for all different body part combinations, we now just launched for unlimited members Papa Swole's featured pump. Let's get a fucking yowl. Let's get yowl. Papa Swole's featured pump, and the first release in the Papa Swole's featured pump section. So you're going to have video accompaniment plus the workout sheets, and it's just a little bit of a level up from everything else. But these are the current workouts that I'm doing. So this was filmed this past week, so you can stay up and current with what I'm doing. It's very similar to the virtual trainer, but it's video. So it's going to be an awesome accompaniment to your programming and to just throwing in, if you want to just add in a workout with whatever you're doing. Maybe you're doing Swole season, you're doing 90-day dash, you're doing scorched earth, and you want to do a chest and back workout, or you just want to do a standalone workout. You can jump in and do a workout that literally I just did. And Papa Swole's featured pump, number 1, chest and back. And this was a good one. More applause. I don't know if any of you did this workout already, but it's very simple. My workouts are very simple, straightforward, focused, and they're awesome. So this is a great workout. I hope you enjoyed it, and this is available in the workout archive right there at the top. So make sure you go and check that out if you are an unlimited member. We also had a couple other releases. If you missed it, we have post-workout flow number 2, brand new yoga class in the yoga studio, as well as, of course, we have the Swole studio that just launched. And this was what I was mentioning, that unlimited members and premium members have access to. And if you haven't yet checked out papaswolio.com, make sure you use code DAILYSWOLE for 10% off. Fam, we are coming up on Fuck Your Resolution season. We are coming up on Fuck Your Resolution season. Don't be without your nips covered in some nice Papa Swolio apparel, Swolenormous apparel. Use code DAILYSWOLE for 10% off. Get that Swole variant. Make sure you get that shit. A lot of you are still posting your gear as they start coming on in. Those of you that might have ordered on launch or you just ordered recently, this is my favorite design. It's brand new, but it's also, we're coming up on it. You're going to have to spread this, fam. You're going to have to spread the Swole variant. So make sure you spread this far and wide. And also check out the Tess Hornaday, Taint Length Matters. We got the Go to the Fucking Gym gear. We got the Swolenormous apparel, Guns, Bacon, and Freedom, Swole fam. We have Papa Swolio 2024, Swole Privilege, all those awesome things. That being said, we have so much amazing shit over there.
Did it for me.
Go check you out some. Go check you out some Swolenormous apparel. Make sure you tag us in your pictures. Make sure you don't be shy. Tag that shit. All right, let's get into, let's move this over here. Let's get into today's first post. This one is excellent. Let me just move this. Got a couple windows I have to close. That one's done. That one's done. And we got it all back. First post from the Swole fam. This one's from Allie. Allie writes, I finally have my fiance on board with my fitness crap. Very good. Since we both are on overnights now, and I already meal prep, he's agreed to let me meal prep for him too. Small wins. And getting a membership at my gym so we can both go after work. I'm excited about the gym part because if I see more than one person in the weights area, I just go to the treadmill. So hopefully he'll help me not be such a wuss. Well, I'm glad you could do it together, but don't be a wuss. If there's one person in the weights area, fuck it, go over there. Don't be a beesh. Don't be a beesh. Don't be a tainty magooch. Don't be a tainty magooch. Go in the fucking weights area. No one cares. That's where you should be. Go fucking get it. Go get it. Go get it, girl. But it's excellent. It's excellent that you and your fiance are doing it together. That's fantastic. So cheers. Kudos. This one's from Kat. What we got here? Big workout means big breakfast. Steak, pastured eggs, avocado cup. And berry trough. What's a berry trough? Oh, a trough of berry. A trough of berries. What's that? Is that like a juice? Don't blend your fruit. Don't ruin it. That looks good. The berries, nice steak, eggs looking fantastic. Cat, excellent. Excellent. Oh my God, making me hungry. I just had steak. I just had this myself. I had steak. This was leftover from yesterday. I had it's probably like, I don't know, 6 ounces of steak, or maybe it wasn't that much, maybe 8 ounces, 6 or 8 ounces left over from yesterday. Had 2 avocados. I had about half a sweet potato from last night's meal. And then I had a couple forkfuls of sauerkraut. I forget if I had anything else. I think that was it. Had a couple dates earlier too. Very nice. Excellent. Excellent. All right, here. We got one from one of our mods, Christian. And Christian writes, Morning fam, checked out the Swole studio this morning and tried a new yoga flow. Love the Swole Studio. I completed the express wake-up flow this morning. So good. I am a yogi at heart. I practice yoga and meditation daily and use the yoga studio regularly, yet I had not done this flow yet, but I will definitely be flowing with it again. Love that the Swole Studio highlights some gems in X that we might not have seen yet. Tomorrow after shoulders, I plan on trying the Swole 7 core in the Swole Studio. Later this week, I will try the Swole Mastery Total Foundation 1 for some mobility. If you have not yet checked out the Swole Studio, go now. Go do it now. Go, come on. It's right there. Come on, go do it. The Swole Studio. Yow. It definitely helps us see a lot of what X has to offer in a more manageable piece. X has so much, it could be overwhelming to try to get to everything. This is a great way to get a peek and see what fits. Have a great day, fam. I couldn't say it better myself. That was a lovely... I need to put that together. That's a great script. Perfect. I agree. Look at that shirt. Red, white, and swole. I love it. And that's exactly the purpose of the Swole Studio. So this is great for, of course, this is available for unlimited members. You have access to all those classes already. But when you have over 200 yoga classes and you have hundreds of workouts and you have so much stuff, instead of going and looking through, you might not have gone through. Like I don't know if any of you have actually gone through and done every single yoga class. I don't know if any of you can actually make that claim unless you literally, because we're releasing a new one every week. But there's just so many classes. So it's great to put one on feature, and we'll have some submissions. So we'll be reaching out to some of you, and people in the Swole team will have like Christian, Christy, some other people in the Swole team that will recommend a class and submit a class. So we'll have different featured ones rotating. And again, that's great for both unlimited members and those of you that are interested in upgrading to premium. That's literally a great option for you to get access to all these awesome things that we have come to know and love in X. So many yoga classes. Hey, what's up, Adam? Finally caught the live cast while going to the fucking gym. I may do some gains overtime. Hey, Swole fam. Also, YouTube didn't notify me even though I have them on. God damn it, YouTube. God damn it, YouTube. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. Well, that's why we got Swole text for the Swole fam. That's why I'm blasting all of you with all that shit, because YouTube's not going to notify you. We know that. All right. Got another post from our
What's in the box?
resident updater. We got one from Jacob. This one's from Jacob. All right. Hey, Swole fam. I hope this post catches you all doing well. It's once again that time of the month for some accountability, and honestly, it's just the same old over here. I'm so deep into my grind, I forget that there is a whole world out there. The gym has been going great, crushing a nice little 4-day split with a couple mobility days as well. My nutrition is otherworldly right now. Ribeyes every day. I'm always getting asked how I do it and why. And I say because it works and it needs to be done. Why fix what's working? I know I won't eat like this forever, but I'll adjust when I feel the time is needed. I'm also holding a bit of water bloat right now, but I went a little heavy on the carbs this week, so it's to be expected at times. Nothing I'm worried about, however, just makes my progress pics look a little funny. That being said, this month will be interesting. I am going to be working out of town a few weeks coming up, so I will keep you all in the loop on that. And next month is my 2-year Swole, I like that, Swole famiversary. Be prepared for a juicy little post then. For now, here are my month-to-month photos. As always, fam, much love and good vibes. Nicely done. Nicely done. Dude, you know what I love about the month-to-month progress? Like, it's slow and steady, man. It's slow and steady. And once you start seeing that initial huge jumps, you're not going to continuously just see like, mind-blowing progress from month to month. You're going to see those incremental movements. So I really would love to see, and plus the beard. The beard is always going to help. So we all appreciate a good beard shot. We love some good beard porn. Make sure that, I think maybe after the 2-year, all your progress pics, we should just line them up and just fucking have them all. You'll see like a flip book. You know, those videos where you have someone that took a picture every single day for 20 years or for 10 years or whatever it is, and you put this whole montage together. Pretty cool. Pretty damn cool. Awesome, dude. Good job. Good job. Nicely done. Great post today. And we have one more from Lisa.
What's in the box?
This is a long post, but not too long. This is not a really good post. Really good post. All right. I don't want to show the picture. All right, good. All right, we'll show the picture in a second. Lisa, so on the pic on the left, the picture on the left is me at my heaviest. I think I was close to 245 pounds about. The pic on the right, my aunt took yesterday. We brought my son to truck day. I don't let people take too many full body pics of me, but I'm about halfway to my goal and I don't feel as bad about taking pics anymore. When I really started working out again, I weighed 234 pounds. I still have about 50 pounds I want to lose. I know I have a long way to go, but feeling kind of happy with myself. It's been a long road and a long way to go because when I get to my goal weight, I'm going to train to box a match in the ring for the first time. Wow. I box almost daily right now. Some of you know it's my long-term goal, so to be good enough to be in the ring. I used to stay up all night and play video games. I'd eat fast food multiple meals a day and almost never cook. And at one point, if I started working out again, I was afraid my body wouldn't handle it without a severe asthma attack. Now I work out 4 to 6 times a week. Schedule depends on my son. I also try to get outside more and go for walks. I play some video games, but I'm usually asleep by 10 p.m., sometimes 10:30. I cook almost all my own food and eat grass-fed beef, eggs, fish, mostly protein, some veggies, some fruit, and some rice. And the best part is I need way less asthma medication. I don't feel trapped in my body. I feel like my body is a blessing and moving more makes me happy. The thought of fast food is gross to me and I don't miss it. Here is to the next 50 pounds and going beyond average. Thanks for this community. Thanks for reading. Hashtag go to the fucking gym and Swole fam. Wonderful post. And we got some pictures. So on the left, lady in red. And then of course we have, look at the difference here. Look at the difference. So let me zoom in. Can I bring this up? So we can get like the full, so you can't really see the full body because obviously the dress on the left is a red dress. You can see it's flowy, but you can see in like your upper body, just see like the overall shape. And on the left, on the right pic, you can tell you're a lot more thin, looking good. And you can see in your face too, even from like the different pictures and the different distances. So well on your way. And that's fantastic. So you said in your post, looking great, Lisa, you were 245. So you lost about, plus you're lifting and you're training, you're boxing. So if you are, I don't know if you said what you are now, because you said when you started working out again, you weighed 234. So I don't know what you are now. So it looks like you've lost at least 10 or 20 pounds. So keep it up. Fucking fantastic. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you, Lisa. I love the story too. I love the story. You used to be more lazy, sedentary, afraid to go out. Now you're boxing. You want to get in the ring and box. Very interesting goal, but admirable. Very nice. Of course, we hope you kick the other person's ass. Just fucking right in their fucking, you look at them and you say like, this is what you have to think.
I don't know what it is about your face, but I want to deliver one of these right in your suck hole.
Is there anything I can do to work on that?
No, not really.
Just need to play that. Need to play that soundboard when you're in the ring. I don't know what it is about your face, but I just want to put one of these right in your suck hole. Just want to blast you. Just want to blast you with one of those. All right. Excellent. Okay, that being said, fam, make sure as we are getting into the Knowledge Cock portion, we can take some questions. So you can start dropping your questions in the comments below. Use the hashtag AskPapaSwolio. That way can see your questions and it's going to be much more noticeable. So make sure you drop that in the comments. And of course, like we mentioned, all those posts are from inside the Swole fam, the private Telegram, the private Facebook group. And if you head on over to swolenormousx.com, you can check out all the downloads. So we have the 7 Pillars ebook if you're brand new listening or watching. The 7 Pillars ebook available at swolenormousx.com will give you the whole breakdown, like really the fundamentals, the 7 pillars. Those are the fundamentals of your lifestyle change. And those are the principles that you need to follow and that myself and the Swole fam follows every single day. So that will give you a lot more context. You can also check out the memberships, learn more about our community, learn more about the Swole fam, and check out the blog. All that available over there at swolenormousx.com. And now is the time to join because as per yesterday's title, if you listen to the audio, it was our accountability meeting, but fuck your resolutions season is coming. So that officially launches. Now we do have the Swole fam premium membership. So that officially launches on October 1st. So fuck your resolutions season this is the time of year where people are going to start punching out. Not to mention, you have all the lockdowns probably coming. You're going to have the uptick in people getting the flu or COVID or whatever you want to call it. Whatever the issue is, people are going to be more sick because the sun is going to be out less. People are going to be inside more, colder weather. People are just going to get sick more. People start eating more garbage. Any shocker that people get more sick around the holidays, right? Less vitamin D, but also they're eating crap. You'll be fine and you'll be much better off if you're drinking bone broth, you're eating beef and you're eating quality foods. You're not sucking down tons of garbage, staying up late. You're supplementing with vitamin D, all those things. But this winter is probably going to be a huge, especially in the mainstream media, it's just going to be a complete shit show because people are just less healthy than they were even last year or the year before. We just get progressively more and more sick. And of course, the fear mongering doesn't help. So make sure you are staying ahead of that. That's why this time of year is always the best time to start. It's always the best time to start because if you can lock it down in the winter, if you could lock it down right here in the fall going into the winter, you can do it at any time. This is the hardest time, quote, hardest time to start anything. People are always like, oh, I'll start. That's why the fuck your resolutions. People are waiting till January 1st or January 5th, or I'll start when I get back. They're going on vacation. Well, I don't want to start right now because I'm going on a cruise or blah, 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 blah. Stupid. It's stupid. Why are you waiting? Why are you waiting? Start now. Start now. Don't wait till Monday. Don't wait till next week. Don't wait till next month. And don't wait till next year. And again, if you are listening to this podcast, some of you, and I'm calling you out, I'm calling you fucking beaches out. I'm calling you out. Those of you, and I want you to drop in the comments below. Let's have a little conversation, fam. All right. How long were you, any of you watching live, how many of you, or how long were you listening to the Daily Swole before you joined the Swole fam? How long? Because all the time I hear I've been listening for 2 years. I've been listening for 3 years and finally decided to join. Why are you waiting 2 years? Why are you waiting 3 years? I get it. Everyone's got their process, but imagine if you started 3 years ago. Imagine if you started 2 years ago, right? Imagine if you started a year ago. Imagine. And I'm not saying you have to join. We would love to have you if you're ready to join the Swole fam, but imagine if you started, period, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. We've been doing this since 2016. So imagine if you didn't hesitate or wait, you didn't put it off, you didn't delay. That's what fuck your resolution season is all about. It's really fuck your laziness season. It doesn't even matter if it's October 1st or November 1st or April 1st. It doesn't matter. Fuck your complacency and your procrastination. Fucking go. Let's fucking go. Don't be a tainty magooch. Don't be a tainty magooch.
Why don't you get the hell out of here before I snap your dick off and jam it into your ass?
I mean, I'm glad. Look, bottom line, you should be patting yourself on the back and glad that you joined when you joined, period. I'd rather you listen for 2 years and join than not ever or never find the podcast. But just think about it. Imagine starting the way you feel now. Imagine doing that a year or two earlier or 3 years earlier. Let's see here. Let's see, about 3 months. Alabastard. Let's see. Becoming a Better Me, 1 year. Bunny Love, a month, maybe less. Adam, I've been listening since 14. I'm 21 now. We haven't even been doing this for 7 years. maybe you got the dates wrong. So we've been doing this, what? A little bit over 5 years. So you've been listening longer than I've been going live. Maybe that was a typo. Caden, a year or so. Let's see. Brandor, gotta wait. Gotta keep monthly costs down to keep saving for a house. Respect. No worries about it. The Daily Swole is still here for you. Let's see. Dustin, I first found you in mid-late 2018. First joined the Swole fam in March 2019 and recently rejoined last week. Excellent. Excellent. Mr. Anderson, 1 month. Wish I found this earlier. The only good thing I've gotten out of TikTok. Respect. I love it. Anna, almost 2 years. Aw, Cerny, love you. Only took me 1 week. Best thing I ever did. Awesome. Always cool to hear everyone's story. But bottom line, don't wait. Right? Bottom line, don't wait. Don't wait to get started. You never want to wait, no matter what it is. Don't wait to start. Never a good idea. All right, so question time. Questions. So drop in the comments down below with the hashtag AskPapaSwolio. While you do that, let's get into actually a story. This is from, I guess, USA Today or something. Today, who cares? Check this out. This is some bullshit. New paper shows overeating does not drive obesity.
That's fucking bullshit.
I'm sure it doesn't. I'm sure you can just gain weight endlessly without eating enough food. I'm sure. A new paper published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition offers an alternative model to the eat less, move more message. Well, we also know that food quality matters, but overeating does not drive obesity. I think it absolutely does, including vegetable oils and processed sugar, but sounds kind of stupid. Sounds kind of ridiculous, even though I push back on the calories in, calories out often. Let's see. The calories in, calories out concept is tragically flawed. Let's see. Let's see what it says. All right. According to a 2018 report from the CDC, about half of Americans are trying to lose weight at any one time. The majority say exercise and eating less are the primary means of their attempted weight loss. Sadly, a majority of individuals trying to lose weight will fail, gaining all or more weight back over time. Is this the 95? Is this the 95 to 98% bullshit again? Is this the fucking 95 to 98% chundergunch again? Now, a new review of our understanding of weight gain indicates that people are not necessarily failing at diets. It's the diet message. Oh my God. So it's the stigma. It's the message. It's not the people. Okay. Hold on a second. Wait a second. Are you just completely changing the subject here? A new review of our understanding, a new review. Okay, so just changing your opinion on how you're looking at things, so changing the language. Wait, hold on a second. Now, a new review of our understanding of weight gain indicates that people are not necessarily failing at diets. It's the diet message of moving more and eating less that doomed their efforts from the start. It's the message, right? It's the stigma. It's not the Twinkies going into your mouth. It's the stigma. Let's see. Oversimplification of the calories in versus calories out message. It's not oversimplified. I mean, it's very simple as it is. The authors argue has led to a nation where almost more than 1 in 3 adults are considered to have obesity and numbers getting worse. Let's see. Hormonal changes are the primary driver of excess fat storage. I don't disagree. Let's see. The paper published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition offers an alternative model. Blah. You can say the same thing over and over again. Is more about, here we go. I don't disagree with this. Let's see where this goes. They could turn this back around. The message, let's say, is more about what you eat and less about how much you eat. Well, we can all agree with that, can't we? Let's see if they turn this woke train around. Weight loss, the study found, is all about our hormonal response to certain macronutrients. Study authors include several of the most prominent nutrition scientists in the country. All right, let's get into this more. This is a very choppy article here. The authors found that when high glycemic index foods, which are carbohydrates that cause a rapid increase in blood sugar, are consumed, the body responds via 2 hormones. It increases insulin and suppresses glucagon. The combination of the two set up the stage for fat storage by telling our fat cells to store calories. This is due to a rapid rise and subsequent decline in blood sugar that occurs shortly after consuming the high glycemic index food. The brain senses that critical tissues are deprived of energy and in response sends a signal telling the body to eat more. Additionally, the body will do all it can to conserve the little energy it has and responds by slowing the metabolism. Essentially, the energy balance model promotes the continuation of rapid fat storage, increases hunger and cravings, and lowers overall metabolism. A dietary recipe for disaster. In addition to obesity, the rise in the risk of heart disease and type 2 diabetes also occurs. Perhaps more significantly, however, the model suggests something that science does not support, that quantity of food is preferred over quality. All right. Instead of focusing on the energy balance model, the authors cite a shift of focus to a carbohydrate insulin model instead. We could be going somewhere. Let's see where this goes. As humans, we have different hormonal responses to different types of food. Reduced hunger and controlling the production of insulin are key for sustainable weight loss. The one macronutrient that has the most profound impact on insulin is carbohydrates. Yeah, let's go. Lower carbohydrate approaches have been found in studies to not only reduce appetite, but to limit and control the responses of insulin. That's right. Eat more fucking beef, more fat, less carbs. Yes. Limit the control and response of insulin, glucagon, even leptin. It has also been found to be a sustainable approach to weight loss and an effective dietary pattern for type 2 diabetes. This all occurs in the absence of counting calories or eating less. I'm liking this so far. All right, so this is exactly what we talk about. Food quality. We say food quality. Food quality. This ain't bullshit. Yep, absolutely. All right, there's also more to it. There's more to it than just carbohydrates. It's vegetable oils. It's all these other aspects too. So no, this is absolutely, you don't want to be consuming tons and tons of carbohydrates. So this is absolutely like in the right direction. I say it's quality over quantity. It's quality over quantity, quality first. Why are we disagreeing in the comments? Quality is much more important. It's also vegetable oils. Hormones do play a role, and there's so many different factors. That's the thing. There's so many different factors. It's not. What are you saying has been debunked that you don't like here? What are you saying has been debunked here? I mean, eating a high level of processed carbohydrates is definitely not good for the body. What are you referring to? I mean, I don't agree with everything in this, but the takeaway is quality over quantity. But there's a lot of other factors when it comes to obesity. I don't care enough to read up on it. We already figured out what works here. Make sure you do an elimination diet. Cut out the processed carbohydrates. Cut out the vegetable oils. Cut out the seed oils. Cut out any of the grain. Test these things. Cut out the grains. Cut out the processed dairy products. You definitely don't want to be consuming tons of high glycemic carbohydrates. We're talking processed carbohydrates, and that does get absorbed and does spike insulin, which will promote more fat storage. But you need to make sure that you are listening to your body's, not listening, but in terms of paying attention to your responses to certain foods. Now, when it comes to elements like your thyroid and autoimmune issues, this is another reason why getting in organ meats, grass-fed beef, and getting rid of all these artificial additives in your nutrition is super important because of the issues with inflammation in the gut, leaky gut, and your body's responses to those gaps and to that kind of malabsorption of elements that should not be in your bloodstream. So, yeah, I mean, I like a couple parts of that, but I'm not a big fan of a lot of the semantics around it. So whatever. We'll leave it as it is. Yeah, I wouldn't take much stock in what these major organizations state fundamentally. But people that are overeating are going to gain weight. Bottom line, people that overeat are going to gain weight. So it's obviously both. It could be many things. If you have a damaged thyroid, that could be from food quality. For example, if your thyroid that regulates your metabolism is not functioning properly, then you are going to gain weight and you're more likely to overeat, and it's much easier to store extra body fat. You're not going to be able to maintain your proper caloric balance, and your endocrine system is just a system of chemical just a messaging service, essentially. So it's like an email service with your body. You have the nervous system that'll trigger muscle contractions, for example, but then you have the endocrine system, which are just chemical messengers, whether there's different elements that your body secretes from different organs. For example, your pancreas will release insulin that will shuttle sugar, glucose to the muscles or to the liver for storage. So these types of pathways can be disrupted. And these types of pathways can be disrupted by environmental factors, for example, soaps, conditioners, household cleaners, like we've talked about with phthalates, plastic containers, people that microwave plastic and all this kind of crap gets in the food, drinking from plastic water bottles, all these other issues. But a lot of times the thyroid or thyroid issues come from environmental factors, come from your dietary habits, and can occur over time, unless you have just a genetic issue from birth, but it's more rare. You're going to have this kind of thing that is a response, perhaps epigenetically, like your body is more predisposed to that, but because we live in the artificial environments that we do, they can come out and they can rear their ugly head and then have complications with them. And that can affect your organs, that can affect your endocrine system, which controls your hormones. So you might have other issues and, like I said, autoimmune issues, all these other problems that come from the foods that you eat. So it's best to do an elimination diet, even all the way down to carnivore, depending on how severe it is. So a lot of people talking about nutrition for a second, and you can drop some more questions in the comments down below. If you have major issues, if you have major autoimmune issues, if you have major reactions, if you have major problems, make sure that you are taking this very seriously. So if you feel kind of fine, but you really want to test some things, you might not have to go to an extreme elimination. You might not have to go all the way, but you should still start testing these things and do it properly. You could do a partial elimination. But of course, the more serious of an elimination you do, the more you take it back to ground zero, for example, just eating from a carnivore diet. If you have a lot of issues, you want to take it seriously and you want to really go as hard as you can in order to find out which foods your body reacts best with and worst with. And then you have to customize. And it's amazing that you have this ability to process. And some people are going to have no issues with certain foods and other people are going to have major complications. So it's amazing. Some people, vegetables can ruin your fucking day, ruin your life, and you can't have them at all. Sometimes you can dabble. Some people find that they can eat a lot more. Now, whether or not it's beneficial to pound them, it depends. But some people obviously have major issues with certain foods and some might not have many or none. So you have to just really customize. And it's great that you're able to, but a lot of people don't think that they have the ability to, or they think it's so bad because of mainstream media. Ludwig says that energy becomes trapped in fat tissue and can't get out. So fat people overeat because they are starving to death. I don't know about that. It doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound right. So it's like this misconception. So the body is confused and thinks that it's still hungry, thinks that doesn't have fuel. Doesn't make sense. No, that was the person you mean behind the article. You mean that's why they were referring to that? Well, I'm talking about the article that was referring to the endocrine system, referring to the hormone system, referring to the food quality. So I do agree with the food quality portion, but the details, here's the thing, here's the thing about science or looking about the nutrition, the science aspect of nutrition. And it's all good. It's all good. Science, you need to be skeptical. You need to ask questions. But the thing with, I forget the insulin model of obesity. Forget that shit. Obviously, we know what insulin does. We know you can store fat. But the issue with looking at the mechanisms doesn't really, it doesn't matter as much as the results. If you think about it, your body, if we didn't have computers, if we didn't have all this technology, you would still, the same foods, like if you ate, let's say, grass-fed beef and tallow and organ meats, or even some vegetables or fruits or things that were less toxic for you, you don't need to know how it works, right? I think that's one of the issues. And this is just, I'm throwing this out there. This is just my, I guess, a philosophical standpoint. If you think about the complications with having too much information. So if you're the average person, and we're all the average person, and if you're looking at all of this data and you're reading all this like complicated science, you don't need to know all those mechanisms. People today get so wrapped up in all these mechanisms that are also, in many cases, sometimes theory, also having many other parallel variables. So nothing in nutritional science is in a vacuum, or they're done in mice studies or rat studies. So it doesn't matter if you know how it works. It's going to work whether or not you are reading in a scientific paper or not. So if you eat a piece of steak, your body is going to digest it and metabolize it X, Y, and Z in the state that it will, whether or not you have the information or not. So your body is going to automatically do it. So fundamentally, we need to also step back as a society. Even in the fitness industry, we all know that there's so much information. There's just too much. There's too much, and it's so easy to get confused, and it's really not necessary to get to the granular level. You can like it, but we have scientists that are going to study that are going to dip into that. But in terms of your own personal approach, right? In your personal life, in your pursuit of optimum nutrition, understand that you don't need to necessarily you don't need to be a biologist. You need to understand how to pursue your ideal pattern of eating from an evolutionary standpoint. And it's very easy to do a removal and test. That's why the elimination diet is the best that I found, the best approach to customize your nutrition. You don't have to be a scientist. I mean, you are technically a scientist because you're testing things. Like, you are testing these elements, you're testing these foods, and it's very applicable and everyone can do it. So whether or not you understand how insulin works, whether or not you understand how the thyroid works, whether you don't need to understand those things, you just need to actually know how to, if I remove, it's like playing hide and go seek. Like, if I put this over here and I don't need that, and then I add that back in, how do I feel? It's very fundamental, right? So you don't have to get overly granular with it. So I just think in a world where there's endless information, we don't have to, from an individual level, you don't have to get too wrapped up in it, because there's always new evidence coming out. There's always new information. And when it comes to human nutritional studies, you all know, if you've ever, we talked about this all the time, whether you're looking at vegan or carnivore, there's just a hot mess of shit and everyone cherry picks stuff. And a lot of the data is fallible just because the way we're able to get long-term and data for nutrition, there's so many variables that are inconsistent. It's really hard to get a proper model. So that's why you have to figure out what works best for you. And you really have to understand how to do that. All right. Let's take some more questions. Let me scroll through here. I guess he failed physics. Yeah, it doesn't sound like he's got it all together. Let's see. Gumball Papa Swolio. Hi. Hello. I have a diagnosed anxiety disorder. I eat quality food, work out hard, drink water, meditate regularly. I still struggle despite my lifestyle. What else can I try? I don't really want meds. Well, as you might have guessed, I'm not a doctor or physician or psychiatrist or psychologist, so this is not medical advice, so make sure you talk to your medical practitioner. That being said, in my opinion, and if I had issues with that, I think a lot of people deal with anxiety, so meditation is great. I don't know what quality food means, and I don't say that because you're not eating quality food, but for the amount of times that I've had people, if I had, that saying, if I had $1 for every time someone said they ate quality food and they weren't, I'd be a wealthy, wealthy man, pretty much. Everyone says they eat clean or eat healthy, and they tell me what they eat, and I'm thinking, So I'm not sure what that means. It's vague. What's your sleep pattern like? Are you getting sunlight? Are you getting in all the micronutrients? Are you eating organ meats? These are things that can definitely help. Sleep is extremely important. Sunlight is well known to reduce anxiety. It does for me and for many people. That's well known to get plenty of sunlight, vitamin D supplementation. So there might not be, everyone's different. Everyone's different. Are you aware of the triggers of your anxiety? Is there something specific? These are just some things that I can throw out there to continue the conversation. See a bunch of these questions. Yeah, that's what it sounds like from what you said, Jarella. Information to, he knows just enough to be smart, to low information, obese people who want something to blame other than themselves. Yeah, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that with research, or especially with articles that are extrapolating and giving their opinion. That's the problem if you're not reading the actual study and the actual detail. You're reading an article in some, that's written by someone who may or may not know what the hell they're talking about. So it's their opinion about a study. And a lot of what's going on, and we see this with the fat acceptance and body positivity stuff, especially when we get to the balls deep section, we'll see that. A lot of the posts are just justifications, right? Justifications to not change, justifications to not do anything, justifications to not put in any effort. And that's unfortunate that people are taking a lot of evidence, or any kind of evidence, they'll cherry pick something in order to not change and just to wave it like a flag, like, hey, look at this, it's not my fault. Well, I mean, you're the one that's in control of your life, are you not? It's like, you need to take control. You need to take control of your life, and it's fine if it's your fault. You have the power to change it. No one else is going to for you. You can't just outsource the blame. Oh no, it's the government, or oh no, it's the food's fault. You're the one that ate the food. But fast food, but it's everywhere. Okay, well, how come you ate it? There are places called supermarkets where you can go and buy your own food, make your own food. That's one of the biggest hacks. Cook your own food. Cook your own fucking food. Let's see. Jarella, that's why I struggle in the winter so much. Supplemental D3 is just not as good as the sun. No, it's not. No, it's not. Anyone that says that vitamin D just supplementing is the same as sunlight, it's just not even close. It's not at all. It's not at all. It can help with some of the detriments of not having any vitamin D and not having any sun, but it doesn't replace the sun. It's not as good. I agree with that 100%. Like today, actually. Today is fucking rainy. Really a bummer. Really a bummer. It's super rainy in Florida. I don't know where some of you are living, but really rainy here. I like rain. I like the rain, but I don't like not having sun. I don't mind if I got sun in the morning and then it rained in the afternoon. It usually rains in Florida, but no sun all day. No. All right, let's take a question from Instagram. Let's take a couple more questions. All right, this one's from Tony Lance on Instagram. Teenager, surrounded by unhealthy food and eating habits. How can I conquer it? Oh, all right, fam. Drop your thoughts down below. Teenager. So here's a couple things. Surrounded by unhealthy food, you mean at home? You're kind of shit out of luck unless you're making your own money and you can cook your own food. If you have to just eat whatever your parents are, making at home, then you're shit out of luck unless they're going to buy certain foods and cook certain things for you. It's tough when you don't make your own money and you don't have your own place. For example, I'm assuming you said teenager. I mean, why should you? But then you're not in control. You're not in charge. So how can you conquer it? I would check out the book Atomic Habits. It's a great book to start making these little incremental habits. If it's about buying your own food, then you need to get your own money. That way you can purchase your own food if that's the deal. Unless maybe you can make some requests or request to cook maybe for the family. Like, hey, can we get a couple of these foods? I'll make the food if we can. I don't know what your situation is like. It's kind of vague. There's really no way to conquer it aside from actually making better food and creating better habits. So the actual mechanism behind this and the details, the individual nature of your situation, obviously is from Instagram, so you don't have that context, but communication is always key. But if you're living at home and it's not your food, it's not your money, they're gonna be like, fuck off, kid, you're gonna eat what you make. And I don't blame the parent, your parents or something for saying something like that if they do, but at the same time, it's unfortunate. The only way you can conquer it is to get out and get on your own, and then you can make the rules. It's really, I don't know if there's anything else to say about that. It's tough. That's a great book. It's a great book. Let's see. Follow up from Gumball. Thank you. I sleep really well, but I do work from home. I try to get as much sunlight as possible, but maybe I'll go to an outdoor patio to work every once in a while. So I'm outside during the day. Oh yeah. That's great. And also here's another thing. I'm not sure where you live. I'm not saying go to an outdoor patio to work, but getting sunlight is not just wearing a t-shirt. Sunlight, you want full body sun. You want like bikini sun. You want topless sun. You want full, as good as you can. As good as you can. As good as you can. You really want to get more sun. I'm not saying it's possible for everyone in every context, but you really just getting your forearms or something in a t-shirt or a tank top, it's not the same as getting full body sun. So you really want to get maximum sun on your body when you can. But yeah, that's a good option. You sleep really well. Any context with that? Are you sleeping consistently through the night? 7 to 9 hours of sleep. You work from home. What are you getting anxious about? What triggers your anxiety? Is it because one of the things that is possible from working at home is that your work is in your relaxing space. Do you have separate sections of your house? I would recommend having dedicated areas. Don't bring your phone to bed. Don't work in your bed. Places like have a meditation section, like a pad or a cushion or a section of the couch you only sit there when you meditate. You want to create different areas in your house or your apartment that are dedicated to those areas. That way you're not, creating stress in an area where you normally relax, and certain habits like that. Just some additional thought too. What's this? Who are we referring to? Trace, don't mean to spam, but I've known this guy my whole life, and I hate to see him living like this. Who are we talking about? Talking about Tony? Who are we talking about here? Was this like a suggestion, like to ask a question or something like that? Who are we talking about? Maybe I'm jumping to a conversation. Maybe I missed it. All right. We got another question here from Anthony.workouts. Oh, so I missed that context there. Okay. So anyway, all right. Anthony.workouts. How does it feel to not conform to society's bullshit version of body positivity? That's fucking bullshit. Because you said bullshit, I have a soundboard for that. Has it feel? It feels fine. It feels as good as it did before it started really coming out a lot more, I guess. I mean, I was calling people fat in videos in like 2016, 2017. I mean, has it feel? It feels fine. It feels normal. It feels like having common sense. It feels like using logic in my brain. That's what it feels like. Body positivity should be, right? Body positivity should be for situations where you can't control. So burn victims, amputees, people that were, have tragic accidents and can overcome things. You've seen these things on YouTube or on Instagram, on TikTok, dudes that have maybe no legs and no arms or just like stumps, and they're fucking doing pull-ups and like doing box jumps and shit. Who the fuck knows how? Amazing, amazing people. That's body positivity. That's accepting where you're at and overcoming all odds and just moving forward and loving yourself and caring for yourself. Not, hey, I'm obese and I don't feel like changing. Body positivity. You got to love me the way I am. You don't like me. You don't want to fuck me. You're fat phobic. Not that bullshit.
What's your name, fat body?
Super hijacked. 954 Caleb, best way to bulk kind of quick. There is no good way to bulk kind of quick. So don't even think about it.
Fuck yourself.
You're going to eat junk food and just get fat. There's no quick way to bulk. If you want to do it right, you want to do it well, there is no quick way to bulk. Get ready to train hard and eat right and eat big for years, son. Ain't no way to bulk quick. I don't care what anyone says, unless you're trying to take drugs and shit, and that's not the way to go. Not the way to go. Let's see. Theory of a gym bro. Let's make that a fact. What type of red meat is preferred, fatty or beef, or lean like elk or bison? Well, honestly, if you have access to elk or bison, especially if you're hunting, like that's great. Fucking eat that too. But I love ribeye. I love fattier cuts of beef. I would only recommend getting the fattier cuts of beef if you're getting grass-fed beef. Grass-fed, grass-finished beef. If you're not able to get that, personally, you might want to opt for more leaner cuts, just because a lot of the, a lot of toxins and things like that can get, stored in the fat, especially in the organs and things like that of unhealthy animals. So personally, if you have to get grain-fed beef, I would get a leaner cut. But you could also cook in grass-fed like beef tallow. So if your ribeyes and things like that and strip steaks can get expensive. So my recommendation was, even if you can get access, you can buy 100% grass-fed beef tallow, and you can cook leaner cuts in that, and you'll get more fat and you'll get more omega-3s, and that can make it a lot more nutrient and calorically dense. So that's a great option too if you need to get leaner cuts. There's a reason why leaner cuts are cheaper, because they're less flavorful, and who would have thunk it? So nothing wrong with elk or bison, but I personally love fattier steaks. My preference. Let's see, Ethan Potts on YouTube. Papa Swole, how do you deal with coworkers who keep asking for health and fitness advice but don't listen because it's hard, or, quote, I'm lying, then come back later expecting a different response? Just stop giving attention to it. You don't just because they ask for health and fitness advice, you don't have to give it to them. Just fuck them. It's hard. Then let it be hard. I stopped really, as much as I do these podcasts, and as much as I'm yelling at people to go to the fucking gym, I really stopped with a lot of things that I do. I stopped preaching to people, like in my personal life. So here we're talking and I'm putting out the information here, but in my personal life, I let people kind of gravitate and learn, and maybe they might come across my content, whether it's family or friends, but I try not to push people anymore because it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. If someone asks me and they're authentic about it and they really want assistance, sure, I'll give them a couple of pieces of advice, but I'm not going to invest tons of my time unless they are really going all in. I'll answer questions, but if they're not going to willing to change, I'll tell them straight up, or I just don't even engage anymore. They say you're lying, then tell them to go fuck off then. Seriously, these people sound like fucking assholes. Especially coworkers are always like this. Oh, it's hard. Yeah, it's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to be hard. That's what she said.
Is this a list of things I did to your mom last night?
If you tell someone something, you give them advice and they say, oh, but it's hard. Good. Good. That's what's supposed to be. If it was easy, then you'd just be like, well, let me just do that. Let me just get a 6-pack and build tons of muscle. It's supposed to be fucking hard, you pussy. Tell them that. Tell them Papa Swolio sent you. Just link them to my content. Link them to like a go to the fucking gym video or something like that. Eat a fucking steak and go to the fucking gym. Oh, I hate that, Jarella. I hate that when people say, I want legs. Oh, I hate doing legs. Then guess what? You're not going to have, I hate doing legs. You better love that shit if you want to have big legs. If you want to build muscle, you better fucking love it. Tell yourself you love it. Learn to love it. But I don't love it. Oh, but it's hard. Then fuck off and don't have it. And don't get it. Right, Ethan? How do you deal with coworkers? Look, you can give them advice. Just give them, you don't have to necessarily be rude to them because they're your coworkers and you don't want to get in trouble, or you have to keep some kind of like fake, casual, interaction. But just be like, oh yeah, I eat these things, and be like, oh man, refer them to a podcast, or just be very light with it. Dude, they're not going to do it. Ethan, they're not going to do it. The problem is you'll sit down and break it all down. Oh, wow, that's really hard. Like, oh, I can, or no, there's no way it can be that easy. No, they're not going to do it. Just assume they're not going to. In other words, another thought with that, Ethan, is don't give advice with any expectations. No expectations. Because if you're giving them advice, expecting them to do something with it, then you have that, not disappointment, but you might have that resentment. You might have like, what the fuck? Or just give them, respond without expectations. That's all it is. Right? Respond without expectations, because then you're not going to be let down. You're not going to be upset. Just respond minimally. Like whatever you want to respond with, that you're fine just passing the time. I would just find one good podcast, maybe an episode that we've done here, or a video or something that explains like a fundamental. Send them to the 7 Pillars ebook or the Elimination or a blog. Like have a resource where you can be like, oh, check this out. It's a great place to get started. That way it gets them off your back and you don't have to waste your time. I think that could be a problem. Yeah, Matt, giving advice with expectations. It's like anything else, giving a gift with an expectation. Just if you give advice, because then if you have expectations, you're going to give more of yourself, and then you're going to be holding on to expecting them to do it. And then you're going to be like, what the fuck? Like, who cares? Who cares if they do anything with it? Because assume they're not going to. Right? Assume they're not going to do it, because most people won't. Most people won't. And that's why circles get tight. That's what she said. That's why things start getting tighter and smaller. That's why you start hanging out with less people, because they're just drags. They're drags. The worst thing is when someone asks advice and then they don't take it. What the fuck are you asking for? You want to know what works? Hey, what you're doing really works. What'd you do? How'd you do it? And they tell you, oh no, but I don't want to do that. Then fuck all the way off. Then you're not going to have it, you cunt. Then stop fucking asking. People ask without actually wanting the answer, or it's not the answer that they like. Well, that ain't how it works. Sucks, doesn't it? Ain't that a bitch? But I don't like that answer. then go fuck yourself. Or just say, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's just genetics. Hey, Christopher, shout out. Not a question, but Sunday I was able to mow my front yard without stopping to catch my breath. First time I've been able to do that in years, down 30 plus pounds and 13 days smoke free. Bro.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer.
Holy shit. Very nice. You got a smile in your profile picture a little bit. I like that picture. So the picture in your profile and your avatar, that was before. That was when you were out of breath mowing the yard. Now you're smiling. There was like, I'm out of breath when I mow my lawn. Now you down 30 pounds. Now you're like, you have to update that. I feel like that's not a recent picture. You sound a lot happier and stoked. Your picture and your avatar, it looks like my license pictures. Both of them looks like, it looked like when I went into prison and when I got out, which I haven't. But they look like literally, it looks like parole pictures. Yeah. Not good. Dustin, how did my health, I hate these questions. No offense. How did your health and fitness journey start? Was it a product of your family being health conscious growing up or something as you into? I mean, I started lifting when I was in high school. I always wanted to lift. I always liked it. Played baseball and I was always active. So I got into it. Ironically, my mom fed me. Like my mom was like really into health foods in like the early and mid 80s. And I think she fed me like vegan for a little while until I had my first like beef and burger, like my grandfather, and I was fucking hooked. And so I think she used to feed me like lima beans and fucking like health food. So no wonder I'm fucking cranky to this day. No wonder my development was stunted. I probably could have been 6'5". God damn it. God fucking damn it. Once I first had my taste of beef, never went back. Never went back. I remember when I was young, like that's when the health food shit was really disgusting. That's when it was really disgusting. That's what I remember. I used to get like the Tiger's Milk bar or something. We're talking like 1980s organic stores, and it was disgusting. I don't know why I liked those or thought I did. It was gross. They were disgusting. Do they still make those? I hope not. It's disgusting. Okay. All right. Let's get into we got to move on. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's get into some shit post and let's go balls deep, fam. Let's do it.
That's deep.
All right. Make sure you hit that like button right now, wherever you're watching. Thanks for being here. Great questions. And tomorrow we'll take some more questions, but it is Tainty Tuesday. Don't be a beach. Don't be a boosh, or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch. Drop that in the comments down below. And of course, check out www.thedailyswole.com for all the links to the podcast, and check out swolenormousx.com to join the Swole fam today. Get access to everything we have to offer inside Swolenormous X. Shocker. That's over at swolenormousx.com. Hundreds of yoga classes, full programs. Just dropped some major new sections. Papa Swolio's featured pump inside the entire workout archive. We got Swollen 7-minute workouts for barbell, dumbbell, band, kettlebell, mace bell. We got meditation section with brain gains. I can't even list it all. We have so much stuff. It's unbelievable. You're never going to go through all the content, and we got to do stuff every week. swolenormousx.com. Fucking fantastic. All right. Oh, God. These women. These fucking bitches. This fucking God damn it.
Matt Damon.
All right, we got one from Nicole Cruz, MSRDN. I know.
What's in the box?
All right. Hold on.
The attacks on me, quite frankly, are attacks on science.
Sexiest man alive. Did you hear? All right, this one. If you never serve sugar, this is one of those bullshit 2-column posts that we know and love that I fucking hate. I hate these posts on Instagram. I fucking hate them, fam. I hate them. On the left, on the right. Don't you love those where it shows the same food in like 2 hands? Here's a handful of Skittles. Here's also a handful of Skittles. You know what changed? What I said about them. Now I can stuff my face with them. because I called them different things. Now these are my fun dots over here. My fun rocks over here. Oh, this is diet culture over here. Here, they're yum yums. All right, let's read this. So if you're just listening to this insanity, on the left, there's a picture of a cookie, a donut, a brownie, a popsicle, and I don't know, it's a mango. That looks pretty good. I like the What's the wrong? Why would you put a mango here? Hold on a second. How fucking dare you? How fucking dare you put a mango with this? Is anyone else really upset about this? I am really upset.
How dare you?
How could you put a mango here? Which one of these things does not belong? A fucking mango? I had mango yesterday. I'm going to have some more mango today. Do not put a mango. Do not put a mango with a brownie, a popsicle, a donut, or a cookie. You fucking idiot. You're a registered dietitian. You're an idiot. All right, on the left, if you never serve sugar, your child might sneak and hide sweets. Eat as much as possible when they get the chance. Sounds like you, Nicole. Think about sweets all the time. Only want sweets if you never serve it. If you serve it, if you serve sugar regularly. So let's get rid of the mango. So if you serve cookies, donuts, brownies, and popsicles regularly, your child might eat sweets when you serve them. You don't say.
Matt Damon.
If you serve sugar regularly, which you should not do, okay? Your child might sometimes not finish their dessert. Probably because they ate a lot and they couldn't stuff their face with anymore. If you serve sugar regularly, your child might eat sweets and not obsess about them. I'm sure that's the case. I'm sure they're not going to obsess about them. They're going to have plenty of sweets. They're not going to obsess about them. You think obsessing is worse than just stuffing your face with them? Okay. Your child might, if you serve sugar regularly, eat other food even when sweets are present. I don't understand this right column. So if you serve sugar regularly, your child might eat them when you serve them? No kidding. Really? Your child's going to eat candy? If you give your child candy, they're going to eat it? Oh my God. If you serve sugar regularly, they might not finish their dessert sometimes? What? If you serve it regularly, they might eat other food even when sweets are present? I don't understand. I don't understand what
Matt Damon.
Nothing makes sense here. Okay? You lost me when you put mango with junk food. Okay. So in other words, serve sugar regularly so they don't obsess over it. Yeah. Give your kids heroin regularly. Give your kids, I don't know, give your kids any kind of addiction. Just give it to them all the time. Why not? Just give it to them all the time so they don't obsess over it because of diet culture. I hope you're not a parent. Don't reproduce, Nicole. Do us a favor. Strengthen the species, please. All right, we got a couple posts here that are anonymous. Oh, we got a check mark. We got a check mark. We got a Twitter check mark. Let's see this one. Sophie Hagen. Sophie Hagen. What do we got here? Sophie Hagen. Wow, you are looking like a sack full of plums in this picture. Okay, so this is a tweet that says, diets are a cure that don't work for a disease that doesn't exist. Was one of the slogans said by the first fat activism movements in the 60s. This is not new information. Fat activism in the 60s. So you're saying that because there were fat people in 1960, not many, not nearly as many as now, that there were some fat people that you're always supposed to be fat because there have been fat people throughout history, then it's supposed to be that way. Diets are a cure that don't work for a disease that doesn't exist. No, I mean, morbid obesity from eating garbage foods and from humans have been separated fundamentally from evolution and their proper evolutionary patterns. All right. Can there be a genetic issue? Sure. Very rare. Most of it's lifestyle habits. Diets are a cure. I don't like the use of diet from diet culture. I think diet, the word, is fine. But when you're referring to these quick fixes and these caloric restrictions with bullshit foods, of course it's not going to work. I'll say it 1,000 times just because some people might be listening to this for the first time. If you make a square wheel, it's not going to work. Does that mean that wheels don't work? No, it means that you suck a huge dick at making wheels. Okay, so just because you did something like a diet, like I don't know, a lemonade and maple syrup diet or something, right? There wasn't Beyonce pushing that a couple years ago. Just because you did South Beach diet or just because you did some fad diet and it didn't work doesn't mean that eating properly and fundamentally changing your lifestyle habits doesn't work. Okay, just because you did it wrong. Just because you did it wrong doesn't mean it doesn't work. So you did it wrong and it doesn't work. Shocker. You built a square wheel. All right, let's do another one.
What's in the box?
The wrong shit doesn't work. Shocker. All right, here we go. The diet. Oh, God. We got some images here. The diet culture. So we have 3 types of kids. The diet culture kid, the diet-free kid, and the anti-diet kid. The diet culture kid says, my body and other bodies can and should conform to the thin ideal through restriction. No kid has ever said that. No kid will ever say that. My body and other bodies can and should conform to the thin ideal through restriction. Well, that's not how you should do it. So here's where I don't disagree. All right. This thin, the word thin, I'm talking about being fit and healthy. So the only thing that body positive or the fat acceptance movement, fat activism has is this war on the word thin. I don't care. Who wants to be fucking thin? If you're fit and you're lifting weights, you're being healthy, just restricting calories, yeah, it's not going to work because you're not actually being active. Just eating less of garbage food, yeah, it's not going to work out too well. You're not eating properly. You need to be lifting weights and being a physically active human. Just think, you're supposed to be an active human. Even females, everyone's supposed to be active, physically active. Lift heavy weights, eat quality foods. You're not going to have to count your calories. You're going to live well, sleep well, get off the internet, stop making these dumb fucking infographics that are stupid. Okay. The diet-free kid says, my body is good no matter its size. My body is good no matter its size, and I can choose a variety of foods to fuel it well. Yeah, I'm sure a kid says that. My body is good no matter its size. What does that mean? Let's think about these words. My body is good. How are you defining good? Notice how the word healthy isn't here. My body is good no matter its size. Well, good is subjective. Okay? That doesn't mean healthy. Your body is good. Okay, how are you defining good? Fat? Fat is good? If you define that as good, that's different. And that's not true. Your body is not healthy no matter its size, because healthy at every size, or that stupid ass fucking movement, is retarded. The anti-diet kid says a system of weight-based oppression. Oh my God. No kid. If kids start saying this, I mean, this is what they're trying to teach in schools, right? This is Marxism. A system of weight-based oppression rooted in racism and patriarchy is unjust. All bodies are good bodies, and all bodies deserve respect and care. Oh, you can fuck all the way off. You can't have any of that.
Go fuck yourself.
You can't have any of that. I mean,
what the hell kind of country is this where I can only hate a man if he's white?
A system of weight-based oppression rooted in racism and patriarchy. Wow. Could you be ever any more stupid and way off base? All bodies are good bodies. Again, what does good mean? No, obese bodies are not healthy. I think healthy is good. And if you're not healthy, that's not good. Nick, no, it has nothing to do with it. Patriarchy has nothing to do with health. Racism has nothing to do with health. Weight-based oppression, look, the only thing that's oppressing you is gravity, because gravity is pulling you into the earth because you got a lot more mass. That's called physics, sweetheart. That's called physics. If you have less human, the earth won't hold on to you as much. Okay? Okay, pumpkin. You keep after it. You keep after it. Good stuff. I love this. I love this. We can accept height diversity. Oh, Jesus. Where's this bullshit coming from?
Matt Damon.
Don't forget to wash where the sun don't shine.
We can accept height diversity, so why can't we accept weight diversity? We can. I mean, being 350 pounds if you're 6'11", that makes sense. Being 350 pounds if you're 5'4", does not make sense. Okay? It's not the same. This is not the same thing. You ever seen those x-rays for someone who's not obese versus someone who is obese and their skeletons are the same size? Yeah, you're not big boned. If you're 6'11", you have bigger skeleton. You have a bigger skeletal system. Fact. So your mass, you're going to be heavier. Horizontal diversity isn't the same thing. It's not the same thing. Now, some people are going to be more predisposed to gaining weight faster. Genetics can play a role, but not to the level that everyone's just blaming it. Like, oh, I'm just diverse. You're eating fast food like 6 times a week. You never exercise. You don't go out in the sun. You just never do anything physically active. That's why you're obese. You can't just let everything go and say, look, I'm diverse, accept me. I don't have to get out of fucking bed in the morning and see what you see in the mirror and walk up and down stairs or try to fit in a car. Like, you're the one that has to deal with it. I don't have to respect your lifestyle. Doesn't mean I'm going to be like spitting on you in the street. I don't understand. No one's being assaulted in the streets. There's no fat genocide. Look, you're taxing the healthcare system. You're raising insurance rates, right? Adding complications to all-cause mortality. Like, it does affect our system. It does affect our productivity. It does affect our society and our culture. It absolutely negatively affects, in my opinion, negatively affect, right? It's subjective. But it does tax the healthcare system, or should I say the sick care system. It's a fact. It raises people that are unhealthy in this country, just raise medical costs, which raises insurance rates, right? Medical debt, medical bankruptcy, like these things are preventable. But the system runs off debt. This just goes all the way back to the money. I'm not going to go off on that rant. But this is ridiculous. Yeah, no one talks about the stigma like in short men, right? No one's standing up for shorter men. Shorter men are like looked down upon. Height isn't a choice. Being morbidly obese is a choice. And what is it? It's not like you're sitting there, I choose to be morbidly obese. No, but every single micro choice you make, every single subtle choice you make day to day, week to week, those decisions all add up. All adds up. We would never expect to squeeze a Labrador down to the size of a Chihuahua, and yet we still expect humans to all be the same size. Oh my God. We're all Homo sapiens. You don't understand biology at all. Oh my God, my fucking head.
Inconceivable!
Oh my God. Oh my God, I can't. If you're just listening, it's a picture of a couple images of dogs. Oh my God. I don't have anything to say about this. I'm done. Dead. That's all I got. Yeah.
Matt Damon.
That's it on that one. There's nothing else to. All right, today might be all time. This is all-time retardation. Let's do another one while we're here. I don't want to see these ever again.
What's in the box?
I don't want to see these ever again. Refusing to be weighed at the doctor's office is civil resistance.
Matt Damon.
Okay, so here's the deal with this kind of bullshit. You want attention and you want social cred for doing nothing in your life. Refusing to be weighed at the doctor's office makes you an asshole. It makes you an asshole. It makes you a stupid, silly person. That's all it makes you. It makes no statement. It accomplishes nothing. It only harms yourself because doctors can use that information to maybe find an issue that you don't know exists. Civil resistance. No, it's not. Just because you're changing a hashtag or you're spouting different words and you're refusing. Oh, you're so virtuous. You're not accomplishing anything. Okay? There's so many things you can do to be productive in society. This is not one of them. This is not you taking action. This is not you producing anything. This is not you improving as an individual. This is you just being a whiny bitch. I'm assuming you're a chick, but if you're a dude, I'd call you a whiny bitch for that too. Give me a break. All right, well, look, we have one more. This is a little bit more context. We got one more. One more. I know, a little bit more. One more.
What's in the box?
All right, we got to finish up because we have our repeat offender, Dr. Colleen Reichman, talking about, because it ties in. It's being weighed at the doctor's office. I know. Dr. Colleen, obviously we put the doctor in quotes because that's very liberally used. She writes on her, what color is that? Is that banana? What color is this background? I hate these fucking colors. I don't know why this chick works at like the Puke Baby Gap. This looks like I'm going to call this a burnt banana. I'm going to call it vegan banana peel bacon or something like that. What color do you think this is? It always has to be decided. Like, what is this color? What is this color? She writes, reminder, even if you don't find being weighed at the doctor's office super activating, it can be a good practice to decline the weigh-ins anyway. What? What?
What the fuck is that?
Even if you don't find being weighed at the doctor's office super activating? Why would it be activating? What does that mean? Super activating? Like being an activist? That's not the right use of that word. Or aggravating? I don't understand that. Does anyone else? Is that something? Is that just me? I don't see what she's trying to say there. That doesn't sound like a coherent sentence. It continues. Doing so helps to normalize it for medical professionals, which can also lead to decreased pushback for folks in marginalized bodies who do not want to be weighed. Marginalized bodies, aka fat people that are sensitive and self-conscious about their fatness. Rightfully so. It's not healthy. They should be. All right, let's get into the next. Oh, Jesus Christ. Of course, we got to have 4 fucking paragraphs to explain this idiocy. All right. You mean triggering, maybe? Right? Triggering? That's, yeah. Bow triggering? Yeah, maybe triggering. All right, here's the paragraphs. Let's just finish this up. Friendly reminder from someone who has been at a lot of doctor's appointments lately, so it's on my mind. Hold on a second. Colleen, friendly reminder from someone who has been at a lot of doctor's appointments lately, so it's on my mind. Full stop. How come you're spending so much now? How come you're spending so much time at doctor's offices, Colleen? When's the last time any of you that are healthy went to a doctor's office? If you're spending a lot of time at a doctor's office, Might want to, look, it depends on the situation. Not everyone's the same. Look, I'm just saying, maybe you're practicing what you're preaching a little bit too much, Colleen. Just saying. It can be great to get into the practice of declining weigh-ins. It could be great. Are you the doctor? You're not the doctor, Colleen. Obviously, you're not a doctor. You're a pretend doctor. You're a PhD. So the fact that you're using the DR is pretty insulting to actual doctors. I really think this should be something that is, I think, honestly, I really do think this should be restricted on social media platforms. It should say PhD. Fine. If you got a PhD piece of paper, that's fine. But to put DR doctor, obviously she's doing this in order to leverage credibility that she doesn't have. And a lot of doctors are incorrect too, but like, doesn't make you any more knowledgeable, but it's obviously elevating her ego. You know, most people don't even think twice about it. They don't think. They don't know the difference, or they don't think to ask. I'm not a fan of that. If you're a PhD, you just put PhD. Or specify or something. I don't know. I just think it's very misleading. It can be great to get into the practice of declining weigh-ins at the doctor's office, even if you don't find it super triggering. I am especially speaking to my fellow folks in small bodies, as this is a way to use privilege for good. Oh my God.
Go fuck yourself.
Use privilege. My fellow folks in small bodies. Man, I would totally slap a hoe for that. If anyone said that to me in person, they're getting hit. I don't care what you got between your legs or what you claim to be. You're going to get slapped. A bitch slap for a bitch. Chappelle style. Charlie Murphy. What the five fingers say to the face. Doing so can help to make it a standard thing that medical professionals see every day, and that is awesome, because hopefully it will contribute to decreased pressure and pushback for folks in larger bodies. In larger bodies. Get out of that body. Who would like to decline being weighed? Why are you at the doctor's office? No, I don't want to do that. Then why are you here? I would slap a hoe. Yeah, I would. Some good ways to decline the weigh-in? Quote, no thanks. I can give you an estimate if it's truly necessary. Yeah, it's necessary. No, we don't want an estimate. I want to know exactly how much. Or quote, I would like to have a weight-neutral approach to my health care, please. Oh my
How
God.
about I send you a hobo's dick cheese?
Or quote, if you can show me the empirically reviewed studies that demonstrate weight to be a reliable indicator of health, then I will agree to be weighed.
Why don't you get the hell out of here before I snap your dick off and jam it into your ass?
You are not the doctor. You don't know how to read these studies. That's why you're at the doctor's office. You're in my area of expertise. If I was a doctor, I'd be like, get out. Get out. Like, get out. Get out. I swear to God, if anyone ever said that. Or, quote, I don't wish to be weighed. As far as I understand, this appointment is not in regards to medication dosage, anesthesia, or other issues that would make it necessary to have an exact weight. Correct?
What is the best move to silence a woman?
As an aside, you can also choose to be weighed facing the opposite direction and explicitly ask that the doctor not say the number or discuss it with you. Yeah, why would you want to discuss your situation with your doctor? Why would you want your doctor to discuss your health with you? Why are you at the doctor? Don't go to the doctor. Don't go to the doctor. You know what you need to go? You need to go to one of those like place like Miss Cleo and just go to a tarot card reader and have them pull a fucking like a random, I don't know, random prince or like a comet out of the deck and just tell you, ooh, like, you know, you'll have like, I don't know, go to an astrologist. You know, Mercury's in retrograde. You must have cancer. I don't know, like, don't go to the doctor. Go to a magician. They'll pull a rabbit out of a hat or something. One issue here, however, is that the weight will most likely appear on paperwork, however. Oh, you think so? The doctor takes notes? Wow. What are your favorite ways to decline the weigh-ins? Comment below. I'll tell you what, by being super fucking healthy, so I don't need to go to the doctor as often as you, Colleen. Wow, how about that?
What you've just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
No points. May Jeebus have mercy on your soul. Man, that was brutal, but we made it through, fam. We made it through. Okay, we made it through. Fan-fucking-tastic. Fan-fucking-tastic. Brutal. Okay, make sure you hit that like button. Let's give away today's Swole card. It is a Tainty Magooch. Don't be a beesh. Don't be a boosh. Or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch. I think we have an amazing card to give away. And today's Swole card. Today's Swole card, fam-wise, guess what the Falcon wants. The Falcon wants, the Swole fam wants. Today's post goes to our very own Lisa, because this was an amazing post if you missed it. She's not being a beesh. She's not being a boosh. And she's not going to end up like Tainty Magooch. She's going to get into the boxing ring. And I can't wait to fucking hear about that and see more. Lisa, fucking congratulations. You definitely earned this one. And plus the story, absolutely fantastic. Don't be a beast. Don't be a boosh. Keep moving forward. Amazing. She's down 10, 20, 30 pounds. I don't know, like went from not working out, from I don't know, having asthma attacks and really holding back on exercise to now training 4 to 6 times a week, getting good sleep every night, eating quality food, fucking just crushing it. So congratulations, Lisa. Everyone, Swole fam, make sure you go into the private Facebook group. Hell of a story. I agree, Sigmund. I agree. Make sure you go into the Facebook group and drop a comment on Lisa's post and let her know that you won today's Swole card. Fucking awesome story. Send us an email, Lisa, to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 1964 in the subject, your mailing address in the body of the email. So everyone, right now, before you go back into the Telegram chat, we'll have a little post Daily Swole chat over there. So make sure you check us out there after the show. But make sure you go into the private Facebook group and comment on Lisa's post and let her know that you won today's Swole card. And for those of you that have not yet checked out all the amazing content over there at swolenormousx.com, do so. Remember, Swole fam members, you have access to the brand new Swole fam premium membership. You get access to the Swole Studio. We just launched that yesterday during the accountability meeting. Get access to all the new releases. We have Papa Swolio's featured Pump #1, Chest and Back for unlimited members, brand new section. But even more than that, we have the Swole fam premium membership. So that's available. You'll see that right at the top of your library. If you're a Swole fam member, to upgrade for a limited time, special grandfathered upgrade for Swole fam members to get access to the Swole Studio. Of course, if you are an unlimited member, you also already have access to the Swole Studio, where we have rotating featured classes every week. So if you are on the Swole fam membership, you want to get access to exclusive featured training segments inside the Swole Studio, plus the Masterclass archive, you can upgrade to premium, brand new drop, and special pricing for current Swole fam members for a limited time. So check that out. Super stoked to offer it, and stoked that everyone's going to be jumping on those featured classes right now, available in the Swole Studio. So that being said, let's fucking get it. We'll see you in the Telegram chat. Let's nut this beesh and have an amazing rest of the day. Falcon, can you close this one out for us?
I don't know how to put this, but kind of a big deal.
More like chlorophyll.
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you?
I tart in your general direction.
My name's Forrest Gump.
Shampoo my crotch. You can't be at least mildly interesting, then shut the hell up.
I arrived in America's airport with clothing, US dollars, and a jar of gypsy tears to protect me from AIDS.
All right, fam, was great episode today. Little tainty Tuesday action. Oh yeah. Nice job, Falcon. We'll see you soon, Tessie.
Everybody knows you never go full job.
Then there's something wrong with you. You're certainly not very good.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by go. You know the thing.
Fucking nailed it, baby.
The three-letter word, jobs. Jobs.
Make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night.
Oh, baby. I know. It was nice.
It's estimated that 200 million people have died, probably by the time I finish this talk.
I know.
You're insane, Gold member!
Little cock piano. No hands. All right, fam. We'll see you tomorrow for 1965. Oh my God. SwoleNormanSex.com for all the details. Download your copy of The Seven Pillars. Join the fam today. And we'll see you tomorrow for 1965. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Your boy, Papa Swole. Oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard to the paint you. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm